wanted to share a short video here before the main video starts, explaining that really this is my first time ever making anything like this on YouTube. I played around with the idea for months, and now I finally implement it, like just going for it. Like I would love to share how I do things and share how I use plugins and overall my workflow. I'm very passionate about doing this, and yeah, I would like to see where it will take me in the future, and see the quality of my videos go up. But for now, I'm a noob, and this is harder than I thought it would be for me to convey the type of information that I want to share with you folks on how I use Ableton and how I make the kind of music that I make, and explore other genres too. Really hard, man. Harder than I thought it would be, but here I am. I also find this kind of challenging as well, but not as bad as going over a process in Ableton and plugins. I will also have links to the description of hopefully all the content that I've went over, like links to where you can buy these plugins, and maybe like articles on like how to do this or how to do that. I'm pretty sure I have some of that. I do have some of that stuff saved up that I would like to share as well. And yeah, I appreciate the support. I appreciate you guys for checking these videos out. The main video was about 51 minutes long. I didn't realize it was that long. I repeat myself a bunch. I use the same words a bunch. It's literally me processing and spinning my wheels in my head and trying to figure out how to move forward with what I'm saying. Once again, you can find my music on YouTube and Spotify and SoundCloud. I want to say Apple Music as well. I'm always looking to collaborate too. And yeah, let's create music. Let's create together. I like the sound of doing that. And I appreciate you guys checking these videos out and listening to me talk and seeing how I do things, I guess. But yeah, enough of that. Here comes the video, and see you guys later. All right, so let's just get right into it. I already discussed who I am and how this is all very new to me. So if I make some mistakes along the way, is what it is. First how-to video. And yeah, we'll just go right into what I think would be a good place to start. Obviously, we're going to talk about the FX loops first, and we'll just make our way down. And before we get into any music, I just want to go ahead and mention session and arrangement view. I typically work in session view first. I like to mix and put everything together, loop patterns, add more channels or clip slots, and arrange my mix and I shouldn't say master. I mix it, arrange it, and then I record it into arrangement view to create a better, cleaner composition. Then I will break, automate, and finalize my track. But I made this about a month ago, actually. And instead of creating audio clips, dragging the audio clips over into this view, which you would just drag and move to this bar here and put it into the corresponding track bar, track title, track bar. Anyways, just wanted to get that out of the way, and we'll just go right into it. This is going to be a big part of the song. This is what it sounds like. I'll even zoom in a little bit here so you can see it's 8 bars. Cool, right? Yeah. I duplicated this. Ah, yes. I duplicated this for a reason. For showing you the halftime beat. So essentially, if I could sum this up, right click, you would right click. Well, I duplicated my audio track. I right clicked it. I go down here to slice to new MIDI track, and it's going to, here, I'll even do it again. So we'll just delete that. Come over here, right click, slice to new MIDI. It's going to tell you exactly the current clip region is 32 beats long with 53 slices, whatever. Hit OK. And then it's going to show you everything as a MIDI track converted, audio to MIDI. And we have 53 assets or sounds that we can use. And maybe you've solved this already, but I have 1 through 16 labeled up to 45, right? Why did I do 45? I don't remember why I did. Oh, because some of these are just arbitrary, like you don't get anything out of that. I mean, it's like the same. I broke it. There's like really no need. Let's see. As you play, it's going up the list. You can see it in two spaces there, or you can look at it right here in the piano roll. And what you can do with this is this gives you more control, as I mentioned here. Not mentioned, but you can add more attack to it. Okay. We're not gonna mess around with that. You can if you want. Honestly, I would automate it depending on what you're gonna do with your track. So, for example, we can just add a bunch of notes. You know, we could, you know, something like that. And you have a lot of control, but a lot of clicking and moving up however many bars you want this to be. You can also shrink that size to, if you want, you can bring it down to just literally just 1 bar. And you still have to go up and down this scale, but these slices, I mean, and personally wouldn't do this. Just wouldn't do it. In fact, I'll show you exactly what I did. Yeah. Yep. So what I did, I created another group, Broken Halftime. The name of the is broken. I called it broken because I broke it up. Obviously, you know, 1 through 6, as I mentioned before, 1, 2, 3, 4. What I did is put the first 16ths. Make this bigger too. I'll get right into that. And then for the last one, I wanted to make it a little bit different by adding delay. You can't hear it. There's nothing here playing. Obviously, you don't. There's no nuts. There's no nothing there. What I did was then I created another audio clip and I recorded. So I created another audio clip. Command T if you're on Mac, or if you want to, you can right click it, go to audio, and I recorded into this. So for example, here we'll even do this. So Control or Command L to get that loop back up, loop switch, whatever, loop back. What I'm going to do is I'm going to solo both of these. I'm going to arm this one, and I'm also going to turn on the sequencer, which is what I was talking about earlier, where you know, if you click into the piano roll and be like, oh, I'm going to put everything in as a bar, and you're just clicking the whole time. There's a quicker way of doing it, and it's using sequencers. I think sequencers are undervalued, and they should be utilized more when making music or making stuff like this, whatever you want to call it. Music, sound design, packs, I don't know. Anyways, let me get my... So, turned it on, right? Right. No sense in creating MIDI notes, because once you turn the sequencer on, it's just going to play exactly what I set. And this is Snake. It's Max for Live device. It's free and it's pretty damn awesome. I'll leave a link to it in the description. And you can randomize the notes. I will say randomizing the notes is the trickiest part of this, because here I'll even... You have to figure out, you're looking at the note play, like slice one, or better yet, yeah, you have to arm it first. You have to turn it off. There you go. We actually... Basically what you're trying to do is match these notes into what's playing in your drum rack, and then you have to dial them in. In this case it's D1, because if you press Z or X on your keyboard, you go up and down an octave, and D1, C2, it's all in this lower octave register, which has nothing to do with... There's no octave changing with this. It's just a matter of how things are mapped, and how your assets or your elements are mapped into the drum rack. In the case of percussion and audio clips, and then what I did, I recorded it. Obviously, I recorded exactly what was being played here. Gate's pretty cool. Everything else, really, this is just pure experimentation. I don't really want to get into the nitty-gritty of it. If you understand, it tells you over here, the steps and the speed, the shake, snape, vary from left to right, up or down, random, so forth. You really just play around with the notes, the gates, and the velocities. I wouldn't recommend hitting random, because this is going to destroy what you've already mapped, and you're going to have to go back and figure out how to do that. Take some time, but so it's obviously I always start around C1 to D2, then you press X on your keyboard, it's going to be C2 to D3, and here this is what it sounds like, which is also beat 1. It's the same thing, which I have amp on here. I'll get to that in a minute. Whoa, we're not doing that yet. Also turn the volume down more. This is just textures. This is literally like, it's cool soloed. It sounds cool by itself, but it really is meant to be played. It's like an ingredient, it's meant to go with something else. And essentially that's what I did for each of these slots. Record like what I did, add a audio clip, record it into that audio clip, armed it, and yeah. Then came down here, created beat 1, beat 2. There's nothing on beat 2. There's nothing on beat 2 or 3. Don't really need it. I like amp. Amp is cool. Here, I'll even do like this. Yeah, it already played, but let's play it again. So amp 1, or beat 1 with amp on it. You could change all of this, but like, for example, 100. It's just too much. I wanted it to be subtle. So And I found like 30 to like 45% is a nice sweet spot, in my opinion. Like here, for example, it just brings us to 100. I mean, we also have the volume turned down. It's just too high, too much resonance. It's me. But yeah, it adds a crunchy distortion. It adds oomph, or crunch, or boom, or crunch or boom. We'll just go with that. Sleeping on Blues. Deactivated these clips. I don't know why I didn't delete them.